We're going to start a new recording since we didn't start long in that previous one. So that one will be trashed, but that's fine because we really didn't do jack shit. We will see how things go. But yeah, like, there's really nothing I can do. If we're not doing game, I'm basically just keeping an eye on stream. And normally I should be able to hear a audio like clip if something is not working. Right now we're looking stable. I've turned us to a higher latency basically, so I'm hoping that will keep the stream connected. I might have to go and re-look at options on like our tutorials later on to see maybe if I can be able to do something on Streamlabs end to fix this stuff. So we'll see how things go there. Yeah. I appreciate you guys trying to tell me. It's just like at that point I knew. Like I know right now. I know right now that we're dying. And we've died.
Well, it was only brief.
It doesn't matter. We've died.
Fuck.
Yeah, there we go. It doesn't matter if it's brief or not. It just keeps on doing it, and that's what pisses me off. Is that it keeps on dying for like a few seconds. And I just don't like it when I have like 5 to 10 like streams just broken up throughout the time. Like that just pisses me off in general. That's the issue. So
oh yeah,
like that's why I am annoyed at that. Let's see. The good thing is the recording is still working. I might switch it over to a BRB, and at least in the recording side, to try and see if I can fix this further. I don't know if I can. So the stream might be broken up a bunch. Yeah, there's just really nothing I can do, unfortunately. Yeah, it's how it is.
there's nothing we haven't tried already.
Well, I mean, again, just to say it again, like, I know I've said this multiple times, but this has been happening for years. Like, this has been happening, like, in the summer for years. Like, we go through this almost every single year for me. So, it's just something I'm used to. I'm not happy with it, but it's just something I'm used to, and there's really nothing I can do about it. My internet tends to just go to shit during the summer. And again, I think it's the typical thing that's pisses me off the most is that it makes an ad break happen over and over. Or at least it looks like it makes an ad break happen over and over. I don't know if it's just going to immediately go off for everyone here. I'm not sure. But whatever. We'll see. Okay. So me griping about stuff like put to the side for now. Unless it keeps on happening. Last time on My Hero, we had... Who wants to do the recap? Because I don't remember off the top of my head. This is just annoying me too much.
Okay. Okay. I will see if I can do recap.
Thank you. I will pay you an inspiration.
Well, wait with that until I'm done the recap, and you can then decide.
No, I'm just deciding for you right now. I'm going to give everyone 3 inspiration just because I'm also pissed off and I want to do something to make myself happy.
That's fair. So, last session we started off at the Doofenbake. We were just kind of chilling out there. There were some people in the cafeteria area, or the eating area, what it's called. It's a cafe,
Yeah.
I guess. A cafeteria is correct.
Little cafe area.
Yeah, cafe area, that's correct.
Totally just not a mismatch of circles and squares.
I will not question Miss Binton Smurf and Mr. Binton Smurf's idea of feng shui. That's the word for it.
So, yeah, feng shui.
But yeah, I was still up there. Ori was upgrading Gertrude's sword. Just speaking a bit about some stuff. We were questioning and worrying about what to do for the night. I think we spun around a few ideas to maybe try to find a way back to the mansion, or to go to Gertrude's mother's base.
Yep.
What ended up happening was Bob wanted to go back to the crime scene and figure out more of what happened there, because we didn't have so much information on it, and he dragged everyone along with him for that, basically.
Yep.
But we got caught by the police, and we went back to the Doofenbake, because that's the safest spot that's in town right now. And then Bob got his car and drove Gertrude and Ori to his mother's base, her mother's base, sorry, and Bob went back to the mansion.
Very good, very good.
That's basically what happened.
Yeah. I am just trying to...
Well, I missed
that.
one thing. A very important thing I missed.
What did you miss?
Once we got back, we did speak to Doofy Binton Smurf.
Oh, yeah, that part.
He got his drones to look around the town, because we had to go to the crime scene, but we couldn't, and Doofy had fucking drones that he used.
He's a
That
good
was really
man.
useful. Yep. Good nemesis.
The good nemesis, yes,
So-
yes.
So we took one of the drones into the hole that the policeman died in. We found a lot more soldiers, the crystalline soldiers, made by the guy named Soldier. They kind of broke the drone, happens. We sent another drone back to the crime scene. We found a secret compartment there, because apparently it used to be Doofy's old base. Like a secret laboratory under the whole thing, as every
Yeah.
evil scientist has.
As they do,
Or just scientists in general. I think Ori has one of those, but he is evil, as far as we know.
Well, he has a secret
Anyways,
base, it's just not evil.
Yeah, exactly. So, with the use of the drone, we did find our boss, who was in, I think it was handcuffs, yeah?
Yeah. Well, it looked like they were
He was
tied
in
up.
handcuffs.
The hands were tied up.
Yeah, he was tied up.
Yeah.
And there was this weird green guy there.
Yeah, he was
Very
a weird
strange.
guy, wasn't
Maybe
he?
he's a villain, maybe he's a hero. What?
I said, yeah, he seems like a weird guy. I agree.
Yeah. And then the drone exploded.
Yeah.
And we
as
had
they
to
do.
go back in the recording and look at it frame by frame, and we found out he fucking picked up a rock and threw it at super speed. So we're dealing with a speedster.
Totally, he's a speedster.
What else can he be?
I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you.
Exactly.
I'm not allowed to tell you. Oop.
Also, I don't think speedster is a commonly used term in My Hero, so I guess I'm being stupid there.
What? Why do you think you're stupid? Stop thinking you're stupid. You are doing a good job right now.
Yeah, of course. Basically, after that, we all went our separate ways. That Gertrude and Ori went to the base, and Bob and his good pal Larry went to the mansion.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just... boy. There we go. So I don't accidentally do that. During that entire time, I decided to make an actual space for Doofy. This will get shrinked probably eventually,
nice.
but you know what? This is their... Maybe it won't be. I don't know. This is their space.
Can I delete the red box here?
What do you mean?
This one?
The red... What red box?
I see
New
a weird
donation
red
from
line
Ronin
here.
Lost.
Ronin, what do you do? What'd you do? Also, I need to.
Ronin, speak.
I will look at that in a second.
Oh, sorry.
There you are.
Hello.
Can you let me know if I did anything wrong in the backup? Or not backup, the retelling of what happened?
I think you did good.
Sounded good to me.
Okay. I'm happy.
And stream has crashed again.
I wasn't mentioned that. Fuck.
No, dude, it's I'm just it crashed 2 times while you were doing that. So like I'm just gonna go
Holy
ahead.
shit.
Yeah, no, I know. This is what I mean. This is what I mean about this this time of the year for me. This is why it pisses me off.
Yep.
This is why I don't stream that much during the summer, or I try not to. Thank you for the donation, Ronin. I'm gonna go check how much and what you've done. What have you done? What have you done to us?
Gotcha.
I wonder. Hugs for the bro. You don't have to do that, my guy. Thank you for the $30. Don't see my groaning about this shit as a reason to whatchamacallit. It's all good at the end of the day. I'm just thank you though. I appreciate it. Where is the gotcha counter? I had that before. I don't know where was the gotcha counter for you all?
I don't think we ever had
Even
a
have
gotcha
one?
counter specifically.
I don't think I ever gave you guys a gotcha counter, but you guys got a gotcha because of Ronin right there.
Ooh.
Oh, what did I
Oh,
miss?
jeez.
Oh, you missed a stream crash about 6 times. 5 or 6 times.
Well then.
It's gonna be one of those days. I have, I think that it already unpinned. So, let me just go ahead and pin that again. Did it crash while that was happening? I think it may have. I'm just gonna pin that shit again. Let's see. Don't unpin. Good. I wish that it would just stay unpinned forever, but I don't know. I might just change the name of the stream to I know it's going to crash.
You could probably add in like that second half of it.
Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Brackets or
say
something.
the let's see
Also, I don't have the counter. I do just have how many times you've rolled in general.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You guys have one gotcha that you each have because of that. Thank you, Ronin, for the $30 again. I very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty in honor of Ronin.
I had a feeling.
Gamba.
Yeah, but
While you're doing that, actually, Cyan, just quickly talk real quick.
Peter Piper bag up,
Okay, cool.
pick the bag of pickled peppers.
You're not too loud, so I just need to lower just by a little smidge. I'm trying to even it out so that Kome isn't as quiet, and you guys aren't all as quiet as a whole. So, I'm trying to, like, balance it out that both of ours... Okay, so let's
That's fair.
see.
Down. I'm just waiting for everybody else to also roll at the same time.
That's fair. Do you all want to gotcha?
Oh, we're all doing it?
If you all
I mean,
want to.
it depends on if you two also want to as well.
I want a gamba.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, if you guys want to do it, then...
Gamba.
That's what you guys typically do.
Gamba.
Amber.
Oh my fucking
Oh,
god.
this got under 10.
That's funny. So 2 is Bakugo. Well, that's funny.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting. 9
Okay,
is all for one. Where is all for one? Where's all for one? There you go.
Here we go.
Next enemy you face gets legendary actions.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And a Mineta. So I think you've got an
Here's the
enemy.
Someone hates Bob's guts.
Yeah.
Who could it be? Who knows?
Here's the thing, we still have our previous one, all for 1-2 from
Yeah.
Bob.
Oh, those stack.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
they're basically your shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Mineta.
Would those have procced when
Hmm?
I fought the robot?
No.
No.
Here's the thing, you fought the robot.
Yeah. Specifically, you fought them. So you have, by the way, you have +5 power, but -5 stability, Ronin. So have fun with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ooh.
that is perfect for you if you want to go crazy.
That's perfect also
And-
for the scenario we were talking about earlier.
I know.
It's also not good considering we're also in your mom's old base, where we're also having, robots that are being prepared up that might potentially trigger yourself.
Oh yeah, totally won't be a problem there.
Mommy! He just starts slaughtering.
Just goes over. I'm gonna use my free lottery.
20
What do you
hours
mean?
of work.
Kills malware. It's like,
I don't think we ever announced that to stream.
probably haven't. So I don't know if it has been stated or not, but Ronin basically has a free license to kill one time. We were talking about it earlier in the first bit of the stream. Just a little bit, but that one's gonna be nuked to all hell, so it's not gonna be known. Basically, the first time he kills, or the first time his character kills, so she kills, Gertrude will be seen as justified by the public and some known allies. However, heroic morality NPCs will still have a negative impact if seeing it. That said, it also depends based on if something like it also bases on like external factors that really can't be summed up at the current moment. But what lottery itself is lottery is basically just a grab bag of it could be good, it could be bad. Flip a coin. Declare the outcome you want beforehand. If heads, you gain the effect of any outcome you want. If tails, you gain the opposite of what you wanted.
Oh boy.
So would the opposite of that mean that you get a license that if you end up saving somebody, you're going to get heavily criticized for it?
It would have either been that or that the first kill that Gertrude would have made would have possibly broken a lot of friendships and stuff, a lot of like trust immediately with the community. Like no matter what they had done, no matter what they had done to like put themselves in a good light, their community would look at them as, oh, you're just another hoodlum.
Yeah, that's fair.
Could have also gone the route of first person you try to take out non-lethally just straight up dies.
That could also have happened. You're not wrong.
Yeah. I will say,
Yeah.
it's just funny, the concept of having a J. Jonah Jameson, of try to do good thing, somebody slanders you regardless.
I should make a J. Jonah Jameson. I really should. This is the setting to have it in. He was my favorite character.
I
in
need
Spider-Man.
photos of Saber.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was playing Marvel Spider-Man the first time, I loved every time that he showed up. Like every time that his like little newscast happened, it was my favorite part. To the point that in like I think second game. Mm-hmm. You guys were gonna
I
say something?
loved that. That's what they did with Jonah.
He's so good that they turn him into like just a podcast.
I mean,
Yeah.
that is the logical path.
Yeah.
Physical newspapers aren't like that well known nowadays.
Yeah.
So you do a podcast.
It makes so much sense, and I love it. I love what they did. Yeah, we gotta make. I'll have to. That's one to put on the drawing board. Is a J. Jonah Jameson in the future. Someone who's like based off of that entire thing. Maybe one for each of you. I don't know. But we will take
Ori
back
the
up.
cat.
Ori the cat. Once I have free ability to like get art of a character, I think that's Doofy's gonna be the next one. Like gonna be the first one for this campaign. We gotta separate them from that, but at the same time keep the ideas. Maybe I'll just give him
I'm
an
very
extremely
curious if
long
I can draw
jaw.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
man.
welcome back, Kome.
Yeah, welcome back.
I'm back, thank you.
Welcome back.
It would be interesting, to say the least. But let's see. So we're gonna start off actually, since we will say that as like kind of like a after of what had happened. Bob, you would have gone back to the mansion the night before, but you would have found that it was late enough that no one was really available. So most of the staff was either asleep or just occupied with other tasks, so you would have just basically had to either go to bed right away or could have done something else if you wanted to like stay up throughout the night.
Bob's gonna go to bed, try to sleep. He's
You're gonna
panic
try to
about what
sleep?
the hell is going on with his boss, because he knows where he is, but he can't do anything about it.
That's fair. You know what? Because of that, roll me stability.
Yeah, fair.
Let's see how well of a sleep you get. You know what? That might
How
be
well of a
something I
sleep
make
you
all of
get?
you roll. We're gonna see how well of a sleep you all get.
Yeah.
I'll go one by one. So
Hey,
you got a decent. You got a 17.
17, yeah.
So you're able to
17
sleep. You're able to sleep pretty well. So that's it. That's how we're gonna see who starts off actually. So for Ori, roll me a stability.
Alright. Stability is...
+2.
+2.
Okay.
14?
You're able to get a decent sleep after like working more on the robot and making some corrections to malware. You're able to get
Oh, I thought we were making the tunnel.
Oh, right, you're making the tunnel. You know what? That's fair. You're currently yeah, so you're hard at work on that. Give me a general, let's see. You'll be able to get a good sleep, but we're going to see how... Give me a resolve roll to see how much you're able to resolve yourself to keep on working on this throughout, like, depending on through the night.
10. Middle of the road.
Middle of the road, you're confident that you might have gotten about halfway, but exhaustion kind of creeps up on you. You're able to get a decent sleep, but you'll probably wake up like... It's current, like, the canon time was 7:12. We'll say, like, you wake up, like, at 5. Kind of, like, just because of where you're in. Like, just like, huh. Oh, I gotta continue working.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest. Or we're just like, okay, I'm getting tired. Too lazy to get back up. I'll just take like a small little cubby.
Yep. So you'll have that. And then meanwhile, let's go with the -1 over here.
Yeah, is it actually a -1 or is
It's
it a
gonna...
0? Because I can't remember.
I think I have it that... We'll say it's a 0. We'll say it's a 0 for now.
Okay.
I
Alright.
feel like... No, yeah. We'll say it's a 0 because we're rounding. We're rounding with them currently.
Yeah.
Certain rolls it might
Honestly,
have you roll a
this
-1,
kind of-
but we will see. For this one, it is a 0.
Yeah. Honestly, kind of fits that, like, I'm having issues controlling myself, sleep in my mother's space, considering what happened.
Well, you have decent enough sleep. You're actually able to get a pretty good sleep. Like, you have some issues Like when you look over, you see that at some point in the night, Quill had left for the night. Like seeing that the two of you were here, seems to have just kind of departed. You just see the robot just half built. Looks a lot more human than when you had left, but it's just kind of like half built, only like up to the jaw. So it's a little creepy, but after a little bit of time, you just kind of find you kind of like wander around through the place, and you find a small area that used to be like a bedroom. And you could be able to hunker down there for the night.
I wanted to make a comment
Okay, go for it.
about the robot.
Okay.
What is he doing? Building me a brother or something? Pink hair? Eh. Whatever. Like, I understand that cat.
You go off, you find
I like
yourself
how
a
Ori
good
gets
place.
blamed for it, and that's mostly on Quill.
Yeah, it's pretty much on Quill.
Yeah, but damn that cat, you know?
Yeah, no. Looks too much like Mal. Feels weird. But you all pretty much get a decent sleep through the night. Then because of the fact that you get the highest, though, we will go with Bob to start off.
Oh boy.
So Bob, you wake up. You're well rested.
Mm-hmm.
You do a little bit of like kind of like just morning routine. And you'll notice something on your on your dresser. A little bundle.
Ah. Well, what's in this bundle?
It looks to be well, there's a letter on it if you want to read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the letter.
The letter is basically saying that this is your costume that you had asked for.
Oh, perfect.
And he's not here. He's off in one of the actual rooms. Right, you guys
I'm
have
sleeping on
rooms.
the couch.
Yeah, we'll just say you were right here.
Yes.
Yes.
Awakened. Look at dresser. Oh yeah, there's my thing.
There's your thing.
Very nice. Very nice.
You gonna try it on?
Whoop. Really wants to. However, he needs to. Well, first have breakfast, very healthy breakfast,
Mhm.
and then train his ass off because he knows the enemy, kinda.
Okay,
He just needs to prepare.
that's very fair.
Mm-hmm. So first, probably stow this, and I would say as a briefcase. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Could easily get
Yeah.
a little briefcase and
Bob
put it in there.
stows away the outfit and the briefcase and takes the outfit to his car. Stores it in there.
Yeah, to
Safety.
gotcha. Just go over to your car and we'll say like where is the Wow.
I take car.
Okay, you
Yeah.
you grabbed it out of my hand.
My car. Oh, I crashed it. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Yep, just stows the outfit in there, and then goes to the kitchen, get himself a high nutritional breakfast.
Okay.
Probably
You
should find. Sorry.
Yeah, you go to the kitchen to go get yourself a breakfast. You see that like the maids, more than just them, are hard at work here. When you kind of like come in, they actually motion to breakfast that has already been made.
No. Nice.
I'll say that he's not here, but where are... Ooh. What the? A stupid invisible ball. I hate this wall.
Yeah. It would be like that.
Yeah. The guards seem to be off somewhere as far as you can tell. You don't know where Brunel is.
Bob can assume they got home at some point.
Yeah.
Just makes sense.
Do you want to go to breakfast, or you want to go to, like, little training facility that's on the place?
Well, first, breakfast. Breakfast is very important
Okay.
before training.
You make your way over to the breakfast area. To, like, to the dining area. You see that, Olive is kind of, like, just having a light breakfast. She seems to be looking over some kind of documents. It doesn't look like she slept that well.
That sucks.
But you can see that she's just constantly, like, just reading and such. You know that she's kind of taking over the responsibilities of both of her parents. So you're able to kind of make the connection that it might not be that she just was, like, too traumatized to sleep. It might just be that she's too busy to sleep.
That sucks even more.
But it seems like William is at the table with her, and they seem to have been conversing. And Kaiser is just at attention. As you come in, though, William will look to you. I didn't see that you came in last night.
Yeah, I got in pretty late.
Everything okay?
As okay as it can be. It certainly could be better.
Well, get yourself a breakfast and we'll just make the best of the day.
Of course.
As you go over, seat yourself, Olive will just give you kind of a nod, still kind of just looking over.
But
You cut out for me. What was it?
Bob will respond with a nod as well. Just yeah. Or more of a bow. You know, she's the head of the household. He should bow.
Yep.
Yep.
Kaiser's not the head of the household. Or are you saying Olive
no,
is
it
the
was
head of
Olive.
Gotcha.
It was Olive who bowed, right?
No, she just
nodded.
gave you a nod.
Yeah.
As you try to bow to her, she just kind of waves it off, like, you don't need to do that. It'd be better if you guys just treat me as you normally do. It's like, it takes a second. Then she kind of looks up. I mean, treat me more normal than you normally do.
Of course.
If I'm the head of the family currently, or the head of this stuff currently, treat me like a normal person.
Of course.
Thank you. She just goes back to reading. Kaiser will...
Bob is eating as well.
As you're starting to eat, Kaiser will just kind of like cough slightly, like into his hand. Is there any update?
Bob actually was about to eat, stops, puts the fork down. Yes, we have an update.
You have everyone's attention as you say that.
now. Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts here.
Oh, good. Take your time.
Yeah. I believe we found the position of Mr. Foxtail.
The position, the location.
Location. That's the right word for it. Sorry.
Is
However,
hmm.
there's a problem with that. As far as we could tell, he was bound and guarded by some unknown individual in a greenish outfit. A villain of some.
A villain. Well then, how do you currently plan to go about rescuing him?
That is the tough part. We need to get the villain away from him in some way, and hopefully not get caught by the any kind of allies that villain might have.
So then, what is your plan for the day? Or what is the plan of everyone for the day? I see that Miss Gertrude is not here with you.
That I stayed behind.
Then what is on the itinerary for you today?
What? I'm gonna try to look into this unknown individual, figure out who the hell they are, and find out what we can do to outmaneuver them and get to the boss. Would any of you know if this individual? Sorry.
Who are you asking?
I guess anyone at the table, because Bob will give an exact description to his knowledge of this individual that he saw with Foxtail.
Would you roll me a mind?
Yes, mind to give an accurate description.
Yep, to recall as best as you can of their description.
Yes. I roll that mind.
Yep.
A 5. And show us a green outfit. That's all I know.
As you give a description, it really isn't much of a description. The guy had a green outfit and green hair and a mask. That doesn't really narrow it down at all. I don't believe I've encountered anyone such as that, Kaiser will say. But if we hear of anything like that, we will make sure to let you all know. So, he's okay?
He appears unharmed.
You see, before kind of like a little bit unnoticeable, just her shoulders kind of like sag, and you can just, all three of you can just feel the relief coming off of her. That's good enough then for now. At least he's still alive. And Mom?
We still don't know anything about her.
Right. Makes sense. Thank you, Bob.
Bob will just nod at that and continue with his breakfast.
She will continue with hers as well. As time will pass for you, Olive will get up. William will move to follow, and it seems like the two are. It seems like you can tell as William gets all of the paperwork. You can imagine she's probably going over to the office that Foxdale uses in the household, and William is basically doing what he can to help her.
Yep. And she needs to give her signature to a lot of things.
But as you will continue eating breakfast for the time being, we will figure out what you're doing in a second. But first, we will go over to a cat.
Oh, I rolled the lowest. I thought I was going last.
Actually, you're right. That is my mistake. Also, man, that was funny.
That I'm in the tunnel.
Funnily timed on that. That was when the stream crashed. The one when I said cat. They know, the internet gods know.
I chewed the wires.
You did.
My bad.
This is why I never allowed my cat into my room before. Gertrude, you will actually be the one to wake up. And I will say, for you, it is 8:43 when you wake up. Arbitrary times.
Now, I have a question.
What's up?
Do I know about the tunnel?
No.
Okay. Well, I go looking around. Don't see anyone.
I'll say that you do see one thing. You see a little robotic cat working on Jay, or the bot. It stops working, looks over at you. Meow.
Why is it so human?
Meow.
Forget I asked.
Meow.
Let's see. Wait, what?
Meow. Just is still working on the bot.
I'm gonna see if there's any like MREs or something in here. Obviously, any fresh food is expired.
Go ahead and do a... Let's see. You're scavenging around. Just give me a d20 roll.
Where is my stuff?
Over here.
Knowing my mother, she's got to have snacks stored somewhere.
Let's see. You... Well, that's 7. You will... There you are. You're looking around a little bit. Looking around. You're like, there's gotta be some snacks here, right? You eventually find, like, a little pantry. And as you go over to it and open it up, you see it is completely empty.
Of course. Right. Alright. Did I see any, like, spare clothes in like the bedroom I was in?
You saw kind of just nothing really in terms of civilian wear. Mostly stuff for like vigilante wear. So masks, spandex, older jackets, maybe some that would possibly be something you could wear, but they definitely have a smell and mold to them. They are... This area has been in disuse for a long while.
There is a gurgle in her stomach as she looks around once more for the cat, who probably has a phone on him. Because I forgot to take my stuff out of the trunk. It's not seeing him and not knowing about the tunnel being built.
You could give me a general, let's see. Give me a... For this... Give me a resolve roll.
Ooh, okay, I'm good at that.
Yeah, give me a resolve. Okay.
14.
With a 14, you are looking around. You're able to ignore the gurgle as you spend some time looking around the base, trying to find the cat, and then eventually you see something that the wall looks a little bit different. And when you go, like, kind of, like, look down into it, like, look down, like, at it, you kind of just crouch down. You press at the wall, and it swings open like a door, and you just see a long tunnel that is very well built already. You don't see any light at the end of it. But you see a long tunnel.
I will mention, since these tunnels are usually for Ori and Ori alone.
Yep. It is cat-sized. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I said she had to kind of crouch down and push like, it's literally like a cat flap.
Yeah.
He just kind of stares.
Meow.
I'm done with this. I'm just heading up.
Would you like to find Meowster?
Just screeches to a halt.
You know, I should do a different
Yes.
voice for them. Would you like to find the Meowster? No, I'm not gonna do that voice. That voice doesn't. That voice is too human. Would you like to find Meowster?
No. I was about to walk away at that second voice.
I'll give that voice to something in the future. Would you like to find Meowster?
Yes, I don't have a phone on me.
I will go and find him for you. Or them for you. The cat jumps down and on two legs just walks down the corridor.
We'll just kind of lean against like a counter or something. I don't. There's no actual visual representation, so I'm just gonna say there's like a counter here near
That's fair.
the opening, and just gonna stare at the opening.
That's fair. As The cat goes and just walks down, finds you eventually. After a casual stroll, finds your little cubby, Ori. Meow.
Snooze.
Meow.
Just unconsciously saying snooze.
It just automatically, more robotically starts walking away. Gets back out here. You see it robotically go over to a charging station next to the to the much larger robot, plug itself in, and then just dip down. Snooze mode activated, meow.
Wait.
What did you
And
do?
then leave. Put something in front of it. It's light enough you can move it, but like it's more like just to be.
Oh, you basically just put like a door in front of it.
You just put basically like a box or something in front of it.
Yeah, like you can move it, probably with some effort, but.
Well, I'll actually say it'll be harder for Ori to move that. Because of placement.
Like,
but you don't know that, and that's fine.
Yeah. It should be possible, theoretically.
Theoretically.
Just roll high enough.
Let me,
She's hangry right now.
There's like little like this is like we'll say this is kind of the little tunnel. And at least currently there is something blocking the tunnel. There's like a counter or something blocking the tunnel. It actually looks like a PlayStation controller.
Air can still get in, mind you. She's not trying to kill him. But
well, I'll say this. You could say that as much as you want. But you don't know for sure. You're not in that tunnel. So you're going to be going and leaving.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going to have to trust in your way of building a tunnel.
Well,
to account for blockages.
So Ori.
Yeah.
You just kind of sleep for a while. And it's as you're sleeping that you kind of just feel it that it's happened again.
Oh.
We're gonna take a point away from your we're just only gonna take 1 point because of the situation.
Man, so much for recharging it.
Yep. We're gonna
I tried, man.
No, I'm sorry, but you can say you tried all you want. You put something in front of the only opening. You caused it.
We gotta be honest, like, or was just gonna wake up and then just continue along the way, like, I'm halfway there. Might as well continue.
But you wake up, like, it's like, you kind of just instantaneously wake up, you're like, what happened? And you just hear Meow.
Mm. Okay. What happened, malware?
The big one is looking for you.
Tell her I'm back at the mansion.
We'll salute to you.
Yep, and then Or's just gonna continue digging along the way. 'Cause I guess this is happening.
Malware will leave from there. I have found that they are not in the tunnel. They are back at the mansion. Please do not do that.
Sorry.
You just hear from behind, please do not do that.
Why? He's building tunnels in my place without asking.
That is my...
Also,
it just seems to be sitting there for a second.
Also, by the way, Ronin, Ori did, when we first found this place, mention, hey, I can probably connect this to the mansion. And
I don't remember that. Never mind.
You didn't say no, at least. You didn't say yes, but you also didn't say no.
We could easily say that
that
Gertrude was just so sleepy that she forgot.
Yeah.
Because the ability is -1 right now, so I will say it's just straight up forgot. So it's like, as you're like, why? It is my retreat hole. In the situation of a fire, I will leave there to get help. If it is obstructed, I cannot get help. Please do not.
Whatever.
As the robot looks up to, you come back here. As the robot looks up at you as you're like about to like leave, you just hear a soft little robotic meow. Look down at it. It is the cat eyes. Somehow, it is doing the cat eyes with a robotic face. Please roll me stability.
It's not gonna work on me, you know.
Well, please roll me stability. Normally, it wouldn't work on you, but you have less. You have less control over yourself. Do you want to put inspiration in it? I had a feeling.
I mean, here's the thing. It looks like Mal without the ribbon, so...
Yeah.
How would that affect Gertrude?
We'll find out.
If it looks like... Oh.
Well, wait, what's up?
If it looks like Mao, I would have taken away the inspiration, but...
Okay, go ahead. We can take away the inspiration.
Yeah.
Re-roll that, though.
Okay.
Because that wasn't really a roll. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, you're able to, you look down. It's not the real Mao. You're able to keep yourself. As you leave, you just hear, you just hear the softest of, clicks. It takes you a second to realize that the robot was imitating a click of the tongue. As you leave.
Nah, would never try to play me like that.
This is where, the anime moment would be, that Mao would try to play her like that.
No, it's...
Yeah.
It flashes back to the moment where Mal has exactly played Gertrude like that.
It's every single time. It's it happens more than 7 times in a single week.
I I spend some of my uh my paycheck on getting exotic treats for Mao.
As you leave, you can leave without you and Ori leave both going on your business without ever really realizing that in one timeline you've killed Ori. So you can chalk that up on the counter.
Can we really?
Gertrude doesn't know Gertrude killed Ori. Ori is pretty sure Gertrude just killed Ori somehow.
You're not sure about that.
I died and this sounds like, okay, I came from the only way out from there is here. These tunnels are secure. She must have done something then. I don't know.
Something to me.
It could have also been something happens later today.
Maybe. I mean, that could still happen. So basically,
later
your
today,
respawn point,
you killing me later today is like
your respawn point basically is just gonna be you being woken up by malware. By the way. But yeah, as you'll spend some time, are you trying to connect yourself to which base? To like the mansion base? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Roll me. I want to. I think we had rolled before your speed, and it was decent. Roll me another speed though.
Okay. So that is +5.
Yeah. It will take
22.
you basically half the day. You're used to this process to the point that after a little bit you kind of just hit the programming switch to get malware to come and help you. And between the two of you, you're able to make your way towards the mansion. But it will you will basically be showing up there. You'll be showing up there like 12 hours later.
Yeah. That is unless something happens or gets called away, i.e. like Bob calls like the phone saying, hey, we need to go somewhere or something dangerous about to happen. You need to be here.
That's very fair. And we will go over to Gertrude as she is leaving. Gertrude, where are you going?
Do I know that's like a hangout spot for vigilantes?
Where?
The place over here.
Oh yeah, you do. You 100% know about that. It's been outright stated. Are you gonna make your way over there?
I think I can get over there without being noticed.
You'll have to, we'll have to see, because you don't know if, the, police have, left the area. So,
Right.
let me ask you, are you going main roads or back roads? The main road
I'm just
is...
gonna leave the area at this point.
I mean, you know that you could go down to the HQ is just a straight walk down. If you're quick enough. Wow.
New donation from Ronin Lost.
Ronin, what'd you do? Ronin!
So I think I'm gonna leave quickly.
Yeah, I wonder why you're gonna leave quickly. Ronin just donated another 30. You guys have another gotcha.
Oh no.
Thank
What
you,
you're saying
Ronin.
is chaos.
Yeah, chaos.
Thank you.
Well, I'll say this. Do you want it to be gotcha or inspiration? I'll let you choose.
Inspiration so they can choose. I will take gotcha.
Okay. Then do you each want 30 inspiration or 1 gotcha point?
I think the answer's clear in my case.
Yeah. So, Kome, do you want 30 inspiration or gotcha?
Gamba.
Okay. Are you guys gonna roll immediately?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
See if I explode.
Gamba.
Why'd you get Deku?
Gamba.
Maybe I should have an explode option now.
Oh, fuck.
Speaking of Deku, no, that's Bakugo.
That is very fitting.
I just died for a reason. I'm bad.
You're pissed, yeah.
Yeah.
Could that help make the tunnel go quicker?
Yes.
Does it have more power?
Yes, it actually will help you. Kome, since money's still, like, there's nothing really for shop-wise, if you want to reroll, I'll let you reroll still. I'm still figuring out the shop, because planning Pokemon in the middle of all this now is, it's gonna take a little bit of time. But we got time for that.
Yeah, of course.
I also
Hey,
didn't
if you
think
need help with anything like that, I can.
that, yeah, I appreciate it.
7.
Creative.
Creative.
You can be able to make one item.
That's basically useless for me.
I'll let you reroll one more time. I'm being nice because Ronin has been
I mean,
nice.
you can still make an item and just workshop it as, hey, Mal, make this item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. We get a freeze gun to kill the Flash.
I'll let you reroll if you want to.
Okay, I'm rerolling.
There you go. I knew he was
You
gonna...
could do something like that, yeah.
You get the moon
Lag.
instead.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, 17.
Are both of
Hey,
you... Both of you
twinsies.
got sacrifice? What is sacrifice?
Sacrifice.
What is sacrifice? Does it fit in this situation? I feel like it doesn't. Offer an ability, stat points, item, or affinity. Gain something of greater value than what was lost. Oh, right, this thing. So, as it says, basically, you can offer your affinity with other NPCs. You can offer an ability that you have, stat points that you have, and you'll get something of greater value than whatever you lose.
Ah.
But it'll be different than what you lose.
Okay, so if I offer a skill card, I cannot get a stronger skill card.
I will basically say if you offer a skill card, then you won't be, it'll be of something of possibly like a higher power of it, but you don't get to choose. I'll make that for you.
Hmm. Interesting.
And if it's stats or something, like depending on how many stats you take away, that one I'll say like you get to then put in a certain amount of stats in something else.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Very interesting. I think I'm gonna need to take some time outside the game to think on that.
Okay. Let me,
So,
Yep.
could I completely dunk my mastery?
You can't, because you have negatives in that, so what do you have to give from that?
What?
Your mastery is a -4. You don't have anything to give me from that.
Okay.
Oh, actually, technically you could. How many more points do you want to lose, I guess? Is the trade-off.
Oh, got deeper into negative.
Yeah?
6.
Okay.
Oh.
So you want 6...
Oh.
So you want to go -10?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you actually want to go -10?
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be a thought right there.
Oh boy.
We'll have to figure that one out. And I'm just gonna pin this again, because it keeps on unpinning, because Twitch is a butt. Basically, stream crashed again.
Happens. It happens.
Yeah, it was like I heard it off the side, so I'm just gonna go deal with that while we're doing this. Yeah, you could think about it outside a game. I don't have a... Where is... Oh, right, the gotcha point was this. That was it. So...
How is it?
What's up?
I'm curious how -10 is going to affect your mastery. Does that mean your quirk just activates on its own without your input?
We will see.
Kind of the idea.
Well... Mastery affects more than
Actually-
just the quirk, as you guys have seen.
Yeah, it's like, I'm also looking at, like, because you gain the prolonged properties for 1d6 plus mastery rounds. So the thing is, you'd be getting negative rage points.
He'll basically get a
you'd be
minimum
getting
of
a minimum
one.
of 1, actually.
Yeah, he'll be getting
Yeah.
a minimum of 1. I'll say, take some time to think on it. If you want to. You basically choose however many stats you're losing. So yeah, you can completely dunk that. And it can go over a maximum. Or a minimum, in this case. And you'll get something of greater value to some degree. Yeah, so we'll figure out. You guys can tell me later with these sacrifice little cards right here. And we'll go into this after game. Or maybe later on in the session. God, the both of you got sacrifice, huh? Was it worth it, Ronin?
We shall see.
We shall see.
If I sacrifice all my inspiration, can I get a gotcha?
No. No, you cannot. That is not how that works.
Okay.
And inspiration is not an item.
I know.
1 second. It's not reconnecting this time.
I get rid of my sword, then I'm no longer a saver, am I?
Okay, now it's back.
If you get rid of the sword after I just made it...
You could do that.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a dick move.
I did already kill him. I'm joking. I'm not doing that. You did put in effort.
I rolled pretty good on that.
He rolled
Okay,
pretty
trying
good.
to sell it.
It's gonna get basically, at the very least, it'll have double the fire damage than it had before, so that is a pretty good advancement.
Yeah. You can deal like a quarter of my health in a single swing.
I'm just still reeling that the two of you got freaking sacrifice. What are the odds? Well, technically you got...
It would have been funny if I also got it.
Technically, it's because the odds were helped because of Kome being able to reroll 3 times, but, you know.
Yeah.
I'm being nice because internet is pissing me off, so I want to be happy. And
I understand.
also because Ronin just gave me basically $60, so I am happy. That's the way you make the DM happy.
Love you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Friendship and money.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Gertrude, though. So, do you want to make a break for it to the HQ? Or do you want to just try and leave the area and just walk?
Yeah, I'll just walk.
You're just gonna, like, leave the area?
Yeah, I need my stuff, man.
Where are you going?
Back to the mansion.
You're just gonna walk back to the mansion?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good exercise, you know.
Roll me... Well, roll me your stability with disadvantage.
Oh, no.
It's because of the long heckin' walk.
Will you get angry at
Well,
the
it's
walk?
less about anger right now. Okay.
9 minus...
9 minus
0 or 1?
Just the 0. So, you have a 9. You're moving kind of slow because, well, A, you haven't gotten any food in you. So, you're well rested. You're hungry. You don't have anything on you except for... I'm gonna ask you, actually, did you leave the sword in the base?
Yeah.
Did you leave, like, all of your gear in the base?
Didn't run around naked? No.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, anything that would associate you with, possibly trying to start a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then you're fine in the fact that, like, no one's going to look at you kind of, like, weird in the fact of, like, you know, you have a sword or your, like, armor or your gear or anything like that. We'll just say that you're kind of just walking, you're just kind of, like, walking in. I believe that your normal stuff is, like, a suit of some kind, right?
That's in the trunk.
Ah, so what is it what you're wearing currently?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll just say that for the most part, it's like the gas mask and like the sword were left behind.
Hmm.
So people are seeing like the ears and the scales on the side. Probably not the smile. There's probably a frown there. But you are making your way very, very slowly through the area, so I'm gonna roll for you. Let's see. I'm gonna roll 3 different times. Let me see, just really quick, I need to look. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Wrong things. So, okay. Where is... do I have... don't think I have... do I not have a civilian bag? I don't have a civilian bag. Interesting. Okay. So... I'm gonna roll. If I get a 13... it could possibly... it could be a good or a bad. Depending on the situation. If I get... I'm gonna say, if I get a 13, it could be a good or bad. If I get a 8, it will be a bad. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say 13, 8, 4, and let's go with 12 for... or not 12, let's go with like 16 for that. Anything else, you don't encounter something. It's going to be 3 different times. So the first one. Second one. Okay. Third one. You got close. And that's just for the freeway alone. As I would like you to roll me a speed, but with disadvantage because your stability is very low. You're moving kind of slow. Okay, a 7. And a 9, so it's a 7.
Yep.
So I'm going to give you a choice. You will either take about... it'll take you about, we'll say, 3 p.m. Or not 3 p.m. Walking that far, it's going to be like nighttime by the time you get back to the mansion. Because it's a huge city. Like a huge... like each area is kind of like their own city, you know? So...
I love the vast differences between each of our days.
Your day could have
I
gone...
did not know that going into this plan, but you know what? She was tired. She was hungry.
Well, I mean,
She's
look at
probably angry at this point.
Look at the map. I mean, if you think about it, like, they're very big, dense areas. They're kind of like their own cities. This entire area is an island, remember, like, mind you. So
Yeah.
it's much bigger than what it's scaled as. I'm gonna say that getting across there alone, at normal speed that you were going at, would put you at about 7 p.m. I will let you cut that to, I'll say 3 p.m. But you will lose half your HP, as it's kind of a way of
Fine.
showing your exhaustion. You fine with that?
Yep.
Okay. So you're at 50 HP. So you're able to make it across at 3 p.m. You are, because the thing is, just to put it into perspective, this right here, this entire area right here is just like only a part of the district itself. It's not the entire district, you know? It's like, it's just a part of it, that the main part of it that you guys were going towards. So, like, it's not just like leave that and you're immediately on the highway. It's like leave that and then it takes you some time to get to the highway itself. It would have taken you like an hour or two to get to the highway, and then quite a few hours to just walk it, because it's a long distance between the two. And I haven't properly tracked how long of a walk distance it would be, because I didn't think anyone would be walking. Thought you would have probably stayed together.
Never underestimate the power of being too angry to stay where you're at.
You could have gone back to Doofy's Cafe to get some food. Or the HQ to go and get some food. But that's fine.
I didn't think of that.
I had a feeling.
You know, that is entirely understandable, given tired, angry, just all the stuff that happened this morning and last night just all come down on you.
Yep.
Yep, it would be like that.
Now, as you're going into a more, like a more dense populated area, I'm gonna roll 2 more times, but, as you're kind of, like, making your way back to the mansion. This time, though, because it's, like, more back roads and stuff, and you actually, like, know where the mansion is and everything, like, you've been in this area more, it won't take you too long to get there. It'll still take you about, like, a few hours still to get to the mansion itself. But you'll at least be able to get there before, like, midnight. But you're doing a good jog, so that's a good for you. But I'm gonna say 13 to 15. Let's say 1 to 4. Okay, so wait. 1 to 4. 8 to 12. 13 and 7. And then this would be 17 to 20. Okay. First one. You thread that needle. Oh. Okay. So I said this was... Oh, I said that one. Ooh, okay. Now the question is... Who? I mean, if I'm gonna find out, the best thing to do... Oh, wait, no, I need to add one. There's one missing from this. Oh, wait, no, there's a few missing this. Don't mind this. And then, you know what? I'm just going to, real quick... I'm gonna add this in as, spice to this roll. Or to this shuffle. Oh my goodness! Okay, so spice to this shuffle. Gertrude. As you are, you somehow find Shizu. She got lost on her way out of the plane. I wish. Instead, Gertrude, you're making your way back to the mansion. I'm gonna say you know what, I need to put, markers for all of you at this point since you're all at different times. We're gonna say currently for, Bob is currently at the, we're just gonna simplify it now. That Bob is at 8 a.m. We have Gertrude. You were at 3 p.m. It's gonna take you, I would say it's gonna take you normally about another, we'll say another 4 hours to get back to the mansion from where you're at. You're able to cut down the time because you know the area to an extent, and because I'm being nice to you. Just straight up because I'm being nice to you. We're gonna say for you currently, it is 6 p.m. And then for Ori, you are, we'll say for you right now, it is, you are going to be a 12-hour mark, so you would be at 8 p.m. So you actually will, funnily enough, you and Gertrude will make it back to the base around the same time.
I mean, yeah, we both started at the same place and we're heading towards the same direction.
So technically, yeah.
Kind of similar transportation memes.
It is. It's funny that I didn't realize
the only reason why
that.
you're a bit later. Actually, no, wait. No. You said 4 hours?
You will, 4 hours. You were going to be a little bit earlier. But for Ori, while Ori's going straight towards there, like, there's always the chance of, like, debris needing to clear that. Also, they're making an entire tunnel. It's not like them just, like, walking. They're taking the time. The fact that they're going to be there only an hour after you is nothing short of a miracle. This could have easily been a multi-day project if they rolled low enough. But because of your role...
Well, they have been working on it multiple days, right?
But because of your role... Well, no, they've only been working on it for a day. You guys haven't been...
Oh, shit.
Last night and currently.
Yeah, because if you think about it, this place was founded like a day ago. So it's not been multiple days. But as you're kind of like walking by, we're gonna use the map over here because this one has where the mansion is. So like you're walking towards where the mansion should be, but out of the corner of your eye, mind you, it's over here. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the flash of green dart into an alleyway. I said I was adding in spice, and you rolled spice.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You see the flash of green. You have the choice of following it if you choose, but you are alone and you don't have your gear. Are you rolling for it?
Damn it. I really should.
It's okay. Roll for it
She's
then.
exhausted. She's starving. She's angry. Oh. What kind of roll would this be?
I will say, first of all, I will say a mind roll. Actually, yeah, no, mind. Mind will be the roll for this to start off with.
as much as I'd like to put inspiration on this, I might need it for what comes after this roll.
Roll for common sense.
And now I need you to roll me
Oh, fuck.
resolve. Okay. I'ma say the mind was to see if you could figure out if that would be a bad idea. You're tired. It would be a bad idea to go down there. You know that you're tired. You know that you're exhausted. You know that you have no weapons. The resolve, I'm gonna give that to you, of how well your code would be at a 4, of your job is to protect the foxtails, and the one that you last saw having foxtail just went down an alleyway. This is a split-second decision of yours. I will like a choice from you. Do you want to try to follow this person, or do you think that your resolve... Would you say your resolve was too low to go, or do you think that your resolve is too low to... What's the word for it? To heed caution.
Make the smart choice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too low to heed caution.
So you gonna chase after them?
Yeah.
Roll me speed
'Cause
with disadvantage.
I typically go... Okay. I typically go, lower is the bad option.
And because speed
So.
is with disadvantage, you will not be able to use inspiration on this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Gertrude, as you're making the run over with that natural one, you run towards the alleyway. You make like the turn, but as you twist your body, you see that they're already kind of like leaping over like a wall. They seem to already be gone. They seem to have been... Well, I'll give them a roll, actually. Let's see if they roll... If they roll bad. Okay.
Can't believe this band of people.
Look at your dice real quick, Ronin.
Uh-huh.
Look at your dice.
Oh.
And that it's the natural opposite.
So what you're saying is I don't actually see them leap over. They're just gone.
I'll say this. You do see them. You see that they're high in the air as they leap over. And the reason you see is because your vision is skewed, because when you make the turn, you don't... Because you're not heeding caution, you are forgetting how exhausted you are from running around. And your ankle twists. And you're falling down to the ground. So you're seeing them as they go through the air because you are literally falling down to your side. I would like you to now roll me. Roll me your stamina. This one is not with disadvantage. Do you want inspiration?
2.
Is that cocked? No, it's not.
It is.
Oh, is it?
Like from this angle it is.
Reroll that. I'm gonna be nice. Okay.
So, dirty 20.
So when you do hit your head, you don't go unconscious, but you do hit your head very hard into the ground. It takes you... I'm gonna say... It takes you a little bit to reorient yourself. You kind of, like, feel at your head. You kind of look down. You see that there's blood on your hands. You're feeling sore now. Your ankle hurts. You want to just go back to the mansion?
I think at this point I need to resist losing control of myself.
You sure about that?
I mean, I seem to be quite incensed right now.
You gonna go and make your way back to the mansion?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
But, I do think I should, at the very least, roll to see if, like, I come back scaly or not.
That's fair. Roll me, stability. Let's see. You're fine.
Would this be the 0 or 1? Okay.
This is still a 0. You're fine.
Alright.
But you will, because of your 2 injuries, effectively, your time is now increased to get back home. It'll take you till 9 p.m. to make your way back home. And we were gonna go into Kome stuff, because now we need to figure out what the hell Bob was doing this entire time, but he just went BRB. So we're gonna take a second to, take a small break, I guess, until we wait, as we wait for him. Because we need to figure out what the hell he's been doing.
Yeah, I mean, here's also the thing I'm hoping that does, like, A, it would make sense in the moment, but also B, it would be like, okay, I would feel really bad for Kome. Because it could be the case of Gertrude gets there, back to the mansion, sees Ori, Ori's like, oh, hey, how you doing? And Gertrude just stomps Ori's head and just resets time again.
That could happen.
It's like, we need to redo this again.
We need to redo.
I might not remember, but you might after not telling you anything.
I can see that happening.
I might have concussion right now. It is plausible.
You're very angry currently.
That was... I will say, it was going to be hard for you to catch up to him, because, as you guys say, he's a speedster. But, like, you had a chance, but the nat one was like, okay, now it's a matter of, are you conscious, or are you not? Because you're going to fall on your head. With the position that you're in, you're going to fall on your head.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, hey, at the very least, I didn't get into a fight with a man who could throw rocks faster than bullets.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
While at half health.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not at half
Oh, I'm
health.
sorry. No, I'm at half health. Actually, no, wait. I think I'm at 10 now.
Yeah, you're at 10 now.
Yeah,
You're-
I'm hobbling back
Yep.
inside.
You're like, when you get back, I'm gonna be real, it's literally gonna be like, you make it to the grass, and you're just gonna literally just lay down and flop down and just sit there. It's gonna take a few seconds, and then someone's just gonna be like watering the plants and be like, and Gertrude is bleeding on the lawn. Gertrude's bleeding on the lawn! Ah! No, you know what? It's gonna be like, gotcha. All good. It would be more like, it's just like, she's bleeding on the lawn again. It's just coming over with the stitches. Welcome back, Kome. So, Bob, we need to figure out what you're doing, since the two of them have their activities planned for the next 12 hours for you. We need to figure out what you're doing in between.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
what's your plan?
Well, the plan is to do as I said, go for training. However, first I probably should check up on Larry, see if he has any insight on this villain we met. He might have done some research.
Okay.
Larry's a smart kid, you know.
You'll be able to go over to where Larry's room is. And you will find that Larry has just only gotten up for the day. Oh, that's a weird angle. This is... We're gonna move the two of you because it is... That angle right over there is the butt.
Yeah, yes.
As you will enter in to the bedroom, or you'll kind of like knock, he'll let you in, just like, huh? Oh, hey, Bob.
Yeah, good morning. Did you sleep all night?
Yeah, I guess. Slept as good as I can, you know?
Mm-hmm. Very fair. Did learn some very disturbing news yesterday. Totally understandable.
I mean, it's not too disturbing. You know, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's like kind of probably a little bit mid-disturbing right now. We've seen worse villains. At least Foxtail is still, you know, alive. So that's a good plus currently.
Of course, focus on the positives.
Yeah, just gotta focus on the positives, that's all.
Mm-hmm. I need you to do something for me.
Sure, what's up?
Oh yeah, you are pretty smart and good at looking things up. Could you look into that weird villain we saw at the recording?
I think I'd mentioned to you, or someone, I think someone had mentioned in the past, I'm pretty sure I was mentioned, that that villain is an unknown. I could try and do some research.
Probably Doofy.
What's up?
It was probably Doofy, if I remember right.
It was actually,
I
actually...
remember why I forgot.
It was back during session 2. It was when you guys were looking up the initial villains.
I remember why I forgot. It's because it's an unknown. I forgot him.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
I need to think about a lot of things.
I can still look into it, but like, what's the plan for today?
Well, I'm gonna be doing some training, try to hone my skills. Maybe if we need to deal with him more physically, I need to be prepared for it. And I am woefully unprepared.
I guess maybe I'll join you on that, actually. That way I don't have to deal with Gertrude's training from hell.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah, I don't want to...
Okay.
I don't want to be bench pressed by the dragon of our group.
That's completely fair. Yeah. Okay then, you probably should eat something first.
Yeah, I'll get something to eat, but... You don't think Gertrude got too, upset, right? About what I was said yesterday?
I'm gonna have to ask you to remind me of what you said.
That, we all don't really fully trust each other, because we don't really know each other that well. I mean, you and Ori seem to be well acquainted. But, Gertrude, I think, like, from what I've understood, at least from the bit of associating with the family as I have, she's kind of been not associated with you too much, so you don't know her too well. And I mean, like, I don't know any of you guys all that well, so It seemed like she was a little, sulky after I said that.
Hmm. I see. I think she will get over it.
Okay. I was just curious on your opinion on it, I guess.
My opinion on the whole trusting each other thing, or specifically her reaction to it.
I mean, in general. If you have an opinion on either, feel free. If you don't have an opinion, it's also okay. I'm not really trying to grill you for anything. I was mostly just asking out of curiosity.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's put it this way. I would much rather trust you, Gertrude, and Ori. And to grow that trust, we need to, I guess, give each other something to trust. You understand?
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, trust is, I guess, earned, so we'll just have to see. If she lightens up more, then maybe.
Exactly. But you should eat something. Don't train on an empty stomach.
Yeah, I guess I'll meet you over in their little fitness center.
Yep. I'll start warming up then.
Okay, then.
I'll see you there.
He will go grab himself something to eat. You will make your way over there. I'll say that at this point it'll be about...
Training center's over here.
Where are you? Yeah, it's over there. I'll say, like...
Yeah.
Where is...
Yeah, someplace behind the
Yeah.
mansion.
Let's say it's, like, over here. Now, how long do you want to spend doing some training stuff?
At least until he sees some kind of improvement. So
Well,
it can take a long time.
it could take a long time. I would like you to roll me... We're gonna start off with your stability.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, we'll start off with your technique. Let's start off with you. We haven't had a technique roll. This would make more sense for this. How's your training techniques?
You know what? I will spend 3 inspo on this.
Go for it.
Bob is giving this his all.
Hey, if you're not 20, it goes good for you. So,
Yeah, 10.
10 is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
4 is the second.
4.
8 is the third.
8.
10 's still the highest. 11.
11.
11 plus 3. So 14. So you're not in the not low numbers. It's not super high, but you're not like you're not winded as you're kind of just getting yourself set up for training. Now I want to ask you: are you training with your quirk, or are you training with your body? Like, are you training your body?
I'm kind of one and the same when it comes to quirks, isn't it?
I would like you to choose between the two.
Okay. In that case, Bob is going to be training his quirk more so.
Okay.
Trying to find new ways to use it.
Okay then. For that, I will say, roll me your mind.
Oh boy, I should have put inspiration to this one as well. Fuck.
Well, you've already rolled.
Lag.
Yeah. There was a little bit of lag. I'll let you re-roll that. A lag spike stopped it. It had hit the ground.
Okay. Much appreciated. There we go.
Okay. Another 11, so 12. I'll say you are able to give me something, and you will have thought this up. I'll say that you had gone and started around 11. You're able to have figured out something by 12 p.m.
Yay. That's progress.
So you're able to have figured out something to do with your quirk. So let me ask you, how are you training your quirk?
Well, it's gonna be figuring out ways to make the objects he makes more useful away from him. So, like, what's the word for it?
Maybe trying to make kind of like building blocks or something to start off with? Kind of like make a large block or something? Or are you trying to make
That
some
could be
kind of
started with,
structure?
or it could be some kind of, I would say some kind of rope string structure. Like, he could use that as a sort of trip trap of some kind, if you wanted to.
Okay. Then for that, we're going to see how long it takes you for that. So we're going to judge that by your speed. So roll me a speed roll. What's up?
Oh boy, indeed. Speed.
Actually, before you roll,
Okay.
it's stamina. It's going to be your stamina, not speed.
Yeah, sure. He is training a fair bit, so it's gonna be stamina inducive. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I had a feeling. You regretting taking the gotcha over the inspiration?
Nope. Because this is fun.
That's fair. Okay,
16.
not bad.
Feeling good stamina wise so far. Can it be better though? 7. Final roll.
7.
7 again. That's a 16 plus 1.
Okay, so
17.
I will say for you, it's gonna take some time, obviously, to perfect this. But as this is something you haven't done normally, you're able to make a rope that will go and extend from you. I'll say, because it's a consistent material, it's not like the contact lenses that you make. We'll say you make a rope and you're able to like the normal is like probably like 3 feet away from you, but like as you're trying to consistently keep it up, it's kind of just becomes a droopy mess. So it'll take you, you're gonna be at like about 4 p.m. by the time that you're able to like have it be about 5 feet from you without it turning into a goopy mess. Like, it's solid, you're definitely making progress, but by about 4 p.m. you are starting to feel winded. And meanwhile, as you're doing that, let's see, so I'm gonna say that Larry's trying to work his body. So let's start off with that for him. His technique.
Hell yeah. Go, Larry. Go.
Okay, I guess it's the typical shit from me, right? Like, when I'm doing useless, or not useless stuff, but like side stuff. That's the time when I roll well. It's just like when it's combat, that's when I roll like crap. So he has a nat 20 with his technique. So he has he has a lower DC for his stamina. Or I guess it'll be lower for his stamina, but now it's mined for how well he, or not mined. I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be resolved for him. He'll have advantage first.
Fuck.
Okay. That's another nat 20.
Larry just really doesn't want to be bullied by Gertrude.
A little bit. And now it's going to be stamina. And stamina has a low DC. I'm going to say straight up, even if he nat ones, he still is going to make progress from this. But he has advantage.
Oh, yeah, shoot, nat 20.
That was almost a nat 20 again. I don't know if you saw it, Kome, but it was almost a nat 20 again. I saw it for a second.
Guy would have been correct.
But he has advantage.
Yeah.
Because of 2 nat 20s. Okay, so 12. His stamina, that's the one thing that he lacks the most, but his resolve, I'll say this is going to be a little bit better on his life skills from that. So he might have a little increase from that. But this will definitely have some work put in for his stamina and speed. Or somewhere with the hero work with the body kind of build. He'll get some increases in. And I'll say it's easier to increase stats the lower they are. Versus higher stats. So that's kind of also why I wanted to know if you were going to be working on body or your quirk, because it would have been actually easier for you to work on your body versus your quirk, because your quirk is something that you're more higher in. So it's going to take you a little bit more time for that one.
So it's going to be harder to see improvements.
Yeah, unless it was you're inexperienced, in which case you're inexperienced is then that would be the harder one of the two. But so yeah, as you're making progress with the rope, around 4 p.m. you look over at Larry, and Larry is just like, and I guess the +2 would also help him. I need to factor that in eventually. But you look over at Larry, and he is kind of like he's just on one of the nearby treadmills. He's been going for a while actually. Like he's been taking breaks in between. He definitely has like a sweat to him, but he's been.
Of course.
He's been keeping up with you, kind of. Like, the two of you both haven't been, like, you're not so winded that you can't be able to move, or that you need, like, a huge break, but the two of you have been kind of keeping up with each other. 2 nat 20s in a row, bro. That's,
Yeah, no. Larry popped off.
Larry's popping off. He doesn't want to go through the hell training. So I will ask you.
I put in a good word.
Yeah. So I'll ask you. Do you want to keep up trying to train, even further? Would you like to plus ultra?
Yes, going plus ultra. That's a very, very important thing. You know, that's all what my hero is about.
Are you gonna do it?
Yes.
Okay. So I would like you, since you're going a little bit plus ultra with this, I will ask you to roll me. At this point, I'm gonna make you roll me your mastery, and I will say this is advantage, because this is your experienced. You aren't having super big trouble with your quirk right here, so you can at least possibly see further improvement. So go ahead and roll me your advantage of mastery.
There we go.
10?
10. Not bad.
17.
Hey!
Okay. 17, 19. As you're going to, I'm gonna say, for you, it's not sustained long, but you're able to get about, I'll say, you're able to get about a minute of a 10-foot rope. So you're able to double your length. It's about a minute. It's not going to be, like, sustained fully, but you're getting there and figuring out how to, like, kind of, like, maintain your shadows, your shadow, like, creations further distance from you.
That is very useful. And the rope has many uses.
Yep. And it could also help with structures of any kind, possibly. But at the very least, the rope, and maybe you could be able to make a grapple from this. Who's to say?
Oh, yes.
I will say, for you, it is now going to be getting close to 8 p.m. And I'm going to roll one more stamina for Larry. I think... Should I give him advantage again or not? I'll let you guys decide. Should I just roll it straight?
I think the boy is doing good enough that he deserves a little treat.
He deserves a treat.
Okay, I'll let him roll advantage with this.
He's training hard. He looks to Bob. Bob going plus ultra. He thinks he should go plus ultra too. Clearly.
He's going decent plus ultra. He's making some progress. I'll say this: he will definitely increase in some aspect of his body, and I will say for your
yeah.
quirk stuff. You'll have some kind of... It won't be like a boost of stats of any kind, but you might have something from this. I'll just say that. You might be getting something from the work that you're putting in.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
But as the two of you kind of like leave the training facility, you notice that it's gotten dark. You spent the entire time training. You're gonna be feeling this tomorrow. You're gonna be sore tomorrow. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're going to be exhausted.
Oh yeah.
As the two of you are walking back around towards the front of the from the front of the mansion, you spot two things. Ori, you pop up. I would like right in front of where the car would be parked. On the hill,
Oh,
you just kind of... What's up?
I was gonna say, like, I thought we were connecting two bases. That was the main point.
What base were you trying to... You said the mansion... Oh, like the mansion, like the lower
mansion
base.
base.
Oh, okay, the lower base.
Yeah.
Okay, then gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah. Can't make it too obvious.
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say just pop up right in front of them. But yeah, we'll say that you have, at that point, been able to connect the two bases. I'm gonna make a little area for you as well, for like, just like how like we put like a little square for Doofy. I'll put one for you later. Actually, you know what?
Oh, isn't it that thing like underneath where the thing labeled Central Mall?
What is it?
Underneath the mansion, Central Mall.
Oh no, that's not yours. That's just.
Oh, we were using that before.
No. We were using this over here.
Oh, that was the empty space with
This is when you went down to
sketch before.
Yeah, but then I also used it to because I remember, because that's why this the Temptress is over here, because you were looking at it on the computer, and it was in your base.
Gotcha.
You know what? I think I have an idea.
Makes sense.
1 second. Wee. There you go. And then...
Oh boy.
Let me see. That's not the... Let me see. Is this... Yeah. Okay. There we go. Oop. Wrong thing.
Ooh, a map we can use for battle, maybe.
More like a map that, for right now, it's temporary placement for Ori. Like, this could be, like, a little area for Ori, and I could be able to, like, put stuff like, I have over here with, like... We could say, like, you have, like, one part of it is, like, you know, a, computer of some kind or something, you know?
Yeah.
Just an idea. But yeah, you're able to get here at a, you know that it's kind of late at night at this point. You would have sent, I'll ask you, would you have sent malware back by this point?
Yeah, very much.
Gotcha.
Maybe like top up here first and then like head back.
Yeah. So like, basically tomorrow morning, malware would have made it back.
Yeah.
And also say that she, at this point, would have probably made it back to the mansion. War. Stupid wall. There we go. Would you like to leave your base to kind of come topside?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And as you're coming topside, we'll say that, like, for funsies, we'll say that, like, you all are... Come on. They're not over here. I'm just going to put them over here. We're going to put them all somewhere else. They're just over there for right now.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing.
Yeah, we're gonna say they're there. She's just somewhere. As you come out, Mao, you'll see you'll see Bob and Larry kind of like walking around a long way. Both of them in like kind of like sportswear, like training outfits. And Bob and Larry will see a Gertrude just lying down in the grass, motionless with like blood on their face.
Huh.
Okay, where's my token?
Let me grab
Just
you.
gonna
Yeah.
bring over, kind of just go over here, and then just do the cat thing of bap in the face.
Gertrude, you've been bapped in the face. Gertrude?
Oh, did you not hear that?
No.
No, you were muted, I think.
No. I made like a groaning noise. It did not pick up, I guess.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah. Just
She groans.
baps, looks. Here's the groan. Okay, they're alive. Walks it back to the mansion.
Ah, I see. Thank you, Zeal, for the rank up of Foxtail.
Oh, he's
Go
gonna
ahead.
need that.
Yeah,
He's
thank
gonna
you.
need that.
Yeah. He's gonna need that to stay alive more.
Yeah. Foxtail is now... Ferdinand Foxtail is now +1.
As far as we know, they need him alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need him alive.
He
That's
doesn't
what we're
need to
banking on.
FF.
He doesn't need to FF, you're right. Yeah, thank you. You
Many
have been
thanks.
bapped in the face. Where does Mal go afterwards?
Just back to the mansion. Mal's been like underground all day. It's like,
Yep.
I should get some food and or, have them notice I'm dirty and let them take or give me a bath.
You immediately go to one of them. They notice immediately. They're going to go and make sure that you're well fed and well cared for. You are a king to these people.
Yeah. Look, I've been killed today. I need a spa day.
That's very fair. Gertrude, you've been bapped in the face.
I lie there.
You just lie there.
Yeah.
Bob will approach too.
You hear her growling. You're not sure if it's her or her stomach.
I'm going to... We're going to try something here. Now, will he roll low after all this time?
He kills her. It was all a psyop.
He does roll low.
Oh no.
Makes sense. He's been exhausted. He's been doing training all day.
He goes to try and help pick her up, and he's not able to at all. Oh, now I feel the soreness. You know what? This sounds about right. Like, as he's, about to, Gertrude, you feel him, try to pull you up. Then he just kind of lays down on the ground beside you.
I'm gonna try to lift my head up and see what's going on.
Roll me stamina. Disadvantage. Like you said, you are tired, you possibly have a concussion. 11. Okay, you're able to lift your head.
Hey, are you guys alright?
Why do you look like you're almost dead?
It was nearby.
Okay, you sound almost dead. Should we get you something? I mean me. Looks to Larry.
I can get up. I'm just tired.
Hey man, you can stay laying down. I'll get us all some refreshments. I've been working hard today.
Okay, now you roll me stamina, by the way.
Okay, I was trying to act cool.
I'm not gonna let you get away. If you're gonna act cool, then you gotta roll good to be cool.
Join
I want
the club.
inspiration.
Join
I
the
had one
club.
inspiration for acting cool.
Go for it. Let's see if you can act cool.
There we go. Oh, I needed inspiration. There
I
we
was
go.
hoping.
Oh my god.
I was hoping. I was sitting there in my head. I wasn't gonna manifest it, but I was sitting there in my head going, just no.
I was hoping it. Look, I was
Okay.
manifesting it.
I'm gonna
so
say
Bob
this.
tries to walk past him and just falls down.
Yeah, you just fall down as well. Larry actually had the higher than you. Now, Gertrude, while you did get higher than them, you are also more exhausted than them.
I'm also
Larry-
injured.
Yep.
And cannot just actually stand at the moment, I think. At this point.
As you are, I'm gonna say you're just kind of lying there. Yeah, you can't stand. Bob, you're really tired. You've realized you've overused your quirk. So Larry just kind of like gets up. He hasn't used his quirk. His body's just sore. I'll go get some help.
Much appreciated.
Just kind of goes on a light jog into the mansion.
So how's your day, Gertrude?
It sucked.
Ah,
I need my
Yeah,
phone
that sucks.
back.
right. We left that in the car.
You know what?
Uh,
I want to just say this. Roll me. I would like Ronin. Just roll me a d20.
It was just in your back pocket all along. You never noticed.
I'm thinking about that. It's as you're like, I need my phone back. You just hear the jingle of your ringtone from your from one of your vest pockets.
I look at it. If I'm able.
You're able to. You're probably just staring up at the sky and absentmindedly just go like reaching over to your vest, pulling out your phone that you didn't realize you had taken from the car when you guys had stopped for the night. You have your phone back.
So what's it say?
Oh,
What's the jingle?
the jingle was your ringtone. You see, it's a missed call from Gabby. And then you just see there's a bunch of text messages just like, hey, where you at? You guys get home okay? Bob's here. Where you at? Why aren't you responding? Are you mad?
Hey,
Are you
listen.
mad, bro? Hey, listen. I will say
I
the
am
wings. You're angry, but as you try to like kind of get up, while your quirk kind of activates, you're still tired. You're exhausted. Actually, because you're doing that, I need you to. Actually, no. I actually have to ask. Roll me your stability. Now it's gonna be the -1.
Then.
Can you move your... Okay, 10. You don't accidentally hurt yourself by activating your quirk while you're super injured and exhausted. if you had rolled under a 10, you would have knocked yourself out turning your quirk on.
You're telling me after all this time it was in my pocket? Ugh.
Oh, that is unlucky.
Hey, I got help. Why is she on fire?
She's had a bad day.
I'm used to this. Just see Matra go up. Pick up Gertrude over his shoulder. Have you eaten at all today?
No.
Yeah, that makes sense. It just goes and it just like bodily picks you up and brings you inside. It's like Blue Ren will go over to you, Bob. Kind of like put throw your arm around her shoulders and like help you get inside as well. She'll bring you to actually one of the bedrooms.
Thank you.
No problem. Good job today.
Yep, doing my best.
She will just wave as she heads out. Larry will go over to your room, wordlessly just kind of sit down.
You did good today, Larry.
Huh? Oh yeah, you did as well. We're gonna be feeling this tomorrow, aren't we?
Oh, definitely. Might be for the rest of the week.
I don't like that.
Well, you know what they say, no pain, no gain.
I'd like all gain and no pain.
Well, you might be able to achieve that with your quirk. I don't know how game physics work with you.
He actually stops and kind of looks. Maybe that's something I should look into. You see him kind of just like press on the air. As he seems to be playing around with what his quirk can say.
Yep.
But
And that Bob's just gonna pass out, I think.
yeah, I was gonna say you though, being how tired you are, just go to sleep right there. Gertrude, I'm gonna say you get yourself food. You're brought back to your room, to like the the little guard barrack area. You instantly pass out.
Did I get my foot bandaged at least?
Yeah. You, well, I'll say you don't even realize it. You're just like, the moment you ate, like, literally the moment you ate, you just, like, at the table, immediately passed out. But I will say you will at least be somewhat treated in the morning.
Okay.
And Mao, you get to have your foods. You get to have your bath. And as the maids are bringing you out, just wordlessly coming out of the office, Olive picks you up, goes into her room. You are not escaping as she goes to sleep, just holding you for the night.
Oh yeah, no, it's like this is just a relaxed day. Things have been hectic the past few days.
Yep. So, the following morning.
Oh boy.
We will say, we're gonna do this real quick. I'm just going to, this is something I'm gonna probably use for, future, of just having this little note thing on the side of where you guys are, possibly, but...
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nifty.
Need a roll for seizure.
All of you sleep in. It is 5 p.m. by the time that all of you collectively, around that time that you all wake up. Gertrude, I will say for you, you are at... I need to stay on it, right, for this. You're at 60 HP. You are definitely feeling sore, but you can feel like bandaging on your head, bandaging on your foot. It's gonna take you some time to like heal from this. Bob, while your body itself is not sore, or at least you're not sore from like exerting yourself physically, you're to the most part, you're sore from exerting your quirk so much. Just constant use of it, you need to take the day off. Just like the constant use over and over and over of playing around with your quirk, you need to take some time for yourself. So you spend the night just sleeping, basically. You spend the day just sleeping. And Mao, I think you're just probably spending the time trying to regain some points. So...
Yes, yeah, just... This is the safest spot. I don't... Anything's going to happen here. I know I'm jinxing it, but I don't think anything's gonna happen here.
Let's see. Does something happen here?
The mansion just blows up.
Well, that sure is a 1.
My warning was on heating.
That sure is a 1. Something does happen. Where are you? Are you not in here? I do not think you are. No, you are not. Okay, good. I'll have to... So, there is a visitor to the manor. At some point, Olive is called away. You're still sleeping in your area. You see her go off, but it doesn't seem like there's anything big. Let's just take that and move her off of there.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'm already concerned.
We'll say it is about 9 a.m. the next day when all of you wake up feeling more refreshed. Your HP is still going to be at 70 for now, Gertrude. But you feel like you can walk. Bob, you get up. You also feel like you can walk. And Mao, I'm gonna say for being able to spend the entire day, kind of forced, I'm gonna give you back all of your points.
Hey, Prish.
Yeah. So you have 9 points again. As all of you collectively wake up, Mao, you realize that the following night, or the previous night, Olive never returned.
Well, that's concerning. Well, time to go into the little hideout then. Check the security cameras.
We're just gonna take those ones off for now. We're gonna put them down here. I'm just gonna put all of them down here for now. They're fine.
I can't believe your mansion are paying us.
Maybe.
I know.
We just take you all. You're all gone. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah. As you are gonna leave out, you're gonna go towards your little fort.
Yep. I imagine there's like just a tunnel in all of the room just because it's the quickest from there.
Yeah,
it's
you
the
could
most
easily
like
have made one.
yeah.
You just slide out a panel. The bee that like she keeps in her room just looks at you.
The what?
The
Your
bee she
mic cut out.
the bee she keeps in her room, Bumble, that she keeps in her room, just looks
Oh,
at
yeah.
you as you're like opening the passageway as it typically does. You realize, you know that if that one could talk, she would totally snitch on you. You're able to make it down to your little area. As you go over to, we'll say that this is your little computer area. You go over to like look at your security cams. You see that someone was at the front door. Olive seemed to go out to them, and then they disappeared. You could never get a good angle of them.
Just checking all the other cameras as well, just like going through all of it. Just seeing anything like out of the ordinary.
One big thing out of the ordinary as you kind of like look at the current times, there's no one in the manor. At least none of the maids seem to be up and about. The guards don't seem to be out and about. This is odd.
Yeah. Well, time to see whether or not how far this goes back. As
You gonna try?
I imagine just Ori just presses a button and then just electric chairs.
Okay. Dark.
Christ.
Let's see where we're gonna make you roll for this one. You may spend clairvoyance points to return to a point. You're gonna roll your control. Or sorry, your control. It's not control. It's stability. You're gonna roll your stability DC determined by the DM for the to reduce the points needed. I'm gonna say the DC for this is gonna be a 14.
Gotcha.
If
I will
you
put in
make
2.
it, then you will only spend 2 points. If you don't make it, you will spend 4 points, basically going back to where you were before.
Yeah. I'll put in 2.
Gotcha.
So it is a +2.
Because electrocution is a little dark. I'm gonna be real.
To be fair, it was either that or blowing up on the spot.
I'm gonna be real. It would have been funny if it was like a cartoonish, like, yeah, like,
That was
go
weird.
ahead and re-roll that. It's fine. There was a lag spike.
Yeah.
Okay, first one's a 16. Second one's a 3. Okay, so 16 already beats it.
Yeah.
You only spend 2.
Yeah.
So, as you go back in time, you rewind. Huh. You're sitting in your chair.
Well. Okay. Well.
As
Time
you
to
do
assemble
that,
everyone then.
As you do that, and you sit there, That's weird. Your chair's still smoking.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give you those points back, by the way. Oh, come on, give back the points. Piece of crud. There we go. You're sitting there. That was weird, right?
Just a bit annoyed that. Okay, I guess the chair's fried.
You know,
Okay.
I was curious what a little cat was doing, going down a little tunnel of sorts. And to see that you have this little area over here, I wonder if it's the same in your world. You hear a voice behind you.
Yep, just. I'm pretty sure the back of the chair's higher, but
Oh yeah.
just turns around, heading air essentially.
Yeah. Just turning around slowly to look. Let's see. Where are you?
The turning of a supervillain chair, you know.
Yeah, except I don't have the cat this stroke.
You are the cat to stroke.
Yeah.
That's your belly.
Why the fuck are you here?
Well, now that's certainly an interesting idea. I have to wonder, little cat, why you decided to electrocute yourself so.
Just looks at the person.
You
I don't
recognize
know.
them. You recognize this
who
one.
are they?
You recognize them as a pro hero.
Okay. That makes me hesitate slightly about what I was going to do next then. I was about to execute Nightfall.
Oh, was Nightfall to blow up the base?
Yes.
I mean, you could try.
Yeah, that's what I was like, okay, well, they're heroes, so obviously they're here for something then. Okay, so what are you here for then?
Well, I was just curious. I was curious what you were doing. Going down a little tunnel that didn't seem to be made to be known to the human eye. Very interesting. And you have human speak. Did not know about that either.
I'm pretty sure there's like plenty of other creatures that can talk. I'm pretty sure the hero, there's a principal at a certain academy that talks and is just a rat.
Oh, you're not wrong about that. Though, from what I can gather from knowing this place as I do, you were never known to speak. That little hat on your head wasn't there earlier today.
Who knows? But that doesn't answer my question. Why are you here? Are you connected to the disappearances?
Disappearances? I wonder.
Look, somebody very important has been kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
And if I know who you are, the hero that you are, you wouldn't just stand idly by.
Well, yes, I would.
So unless you're willing to do...
I'm doing investigative work after all.
Yeah, then you should probably look into somebody that that can move at extreme speeds. they're relatively wearing grain and they have gray hair, but I'm told it's grain.
Well, it would be nice if I could find someone like that, but that's not exactly how my quirk works.
Yeah. Well, if it's a displacement as well, you can also check out those tunnels underneath.
As
that
you would
giant
actually
sinkhole.
know what this person's quirk is. Hero name, Nightmare. Quirk name, Dreamscape. This hero has the ability to alter or transform or insert themselves into the dreams of anyone around them. They need to be in a certain radius, though, for them to be able to affect anyone. However, the amount of people is unlimited that they can affect.
Hmm. Well, that doesn't change much of anything.
Oh, it does, actually, because I need to do investigative work on everyone. Apparently, you and a few others are doing some little bit of work in looking into people, and honestly, I don't really mind it too much, but I need to make sure you are on the up and up. So, I'm gonna make you go ahead and roll something real quick right here.
Oh, also, just in case you didn't notice it, or you didn't mention those tunnels to check underneath where the sinkhole is.
Oh, is it where he is?
Or you did mention that right before you mentioned what his quirk was.
Is it that he's on a sinkhole?
No, that another place he could check out if it's displacement is to look around. He said he was looking around for clues, but you can also try checking out the sinkhole, like down there, essentially.
You don't exactly know what he's trying to look into, but I'm gonna need you to roll first. That's not your stats. I would like you to roll me a resolve. The DC is a 12.
Okay. I will just put in 1.
Gotcha.
Okay. So 17 total, and 17 is the highest.
Gotcha. 1 second. There we go. It wasn't letting me repin a message because it was being a butt. We crashed again. It was a little bit further between though, so that's good. What was the highest?
17.
Gotcha. Okay, so you passed it. So, he won't be able to, well, I have to actually wait on that real quick. I need the two of you also to roll me resolve real quick.
Oh, he's scouring yours.
Oh yeah, everyone here. So
Everyone's
we're gonna start with
rated.
Gertrude here with the resolve. Okay. You have not passed.
What is that?
Actually, wait a minute. Right, yeah, you have a resolve of 5.
12.
12. You did I say it was 12 or 14? I think it said 14.
DC was 12.
Was it DC 12?
12.
You said DC was 12.
Okay.
14 was the other one.
Right, you're right. Okay, so you're
14
able.
was the trying to kill myself.
Yeah. You meet to beat it. So now, Bob, roll me
Okay,
a
Bob,
resolve.
10 inspiration.
1 inspiration, very fair.
I do a +5 to this.
Okay.
Sure. See if I get a 20.
Yeah.
Not 20.
Listen, it was spent to increase your luck. All 3 of you
Yeah.
were able to avoid what his quirk would have done, so I won't tell you what his quirk would have done in that situation. But, Ori, you wake up. We'll say
They're all
that.
in a room in a mansion.
Yep, all of you are in a room, and I will say
Oh boy.
Larry is in a corner as well.
Hi, Larry.
Larry is here, and there are two people here. You see that sitting calmly in the corner, just like with some tea, is the pro hero Nightmare, and you see as the three of you wake up. I'll say Larry is still asleep. We'll roll for him another time.
That's
But
fair. He's very tuckered
Yeah.
out. Who's this other person? Another pro hero? Who could
yeah,
say?
another pro hero.
Oh, hey.
So, hi there. You probably don't know me. I am a pro hero. I don't care if you all are vigilantes. We already know. We've already looked into it. I want to know a very important question. Where is Foxy?
So do you want the easy answer or the more complicated answer?
Yes.
Okay, so easy answer is he's been kidnapped. Well, obviously by
Okay, I already know about that part. But I heard you know where he is. So where was he
Yep, which was-
last?
So do you know that restaurant that he bought?
Of course it was that place.
Yeah, there was a place underneath there. Perhaps you could also help enlighten us about something, maybe. Do you know what he would have kept down there?
We don't really keep that many messages about it.
Something.
What did you say?
You seem to be or he said it seems to be something though.
It's probably something. I let him keep his little secrets if he wants to keep stuff. It's fine at the end of the day.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems that whatever he was gathering down there seemed to be very sensitive. So much that he seems to be more working in line with the people who kidnapped him.
What?
Yeah, the two of you hear that. Working in line with them. That doesn't seem like Foxy.
Yeah. He did alert the enemy that there was some surveillance that was underneath there. Ones that he didn't install himself.
Rory, roll me charm.
I won't.
Oh, what's up?
Okay.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, go on.
No, what were you gonna say?
I'm just gonna say, I won't question Foxtail's motives. I just want to get him out of whatever situation he finds himself in.
Yeah. Ori was also gonna offer if you give me a few minutes, I can probably contact the person to get the footage for you. Though Ori might have already had it.
Well, for right now, just roll me charm.
Your mic's cutting out.
I said roll me charm.
Gotcha.
Isn't that one of your good stats because you're like a cute cat?
No. But I think there was like something related to a cat, but I can.
Don't think
there's-
it's.
Yeah,
Cat?
there is just a cat. Let me check the malabilities.
I think it might be on this side.
I don't know.
I don't think it's anything like
I guess I was.
charm based.
Yeah.
Could be a future
Yeah.
skill.
Alright. Yeah. That's +1. So 12.
When you're talking about, so this is less about. This was less about you trying to get your point across. This is more actually you reading her expression as when you talk about. Stupid area. 1 second. We're just gonna.
Secret wall.
Wait. When you're talking about all this, let me just put people back in positions. Whoop, whoop, woo. And doop, whoop, woo. You see that on her expression, she's not too shocked about what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
AKA doesn't have any kind of shock on her face as she's saying this.
Yeah. Well, in any case, it does seem like you already have some info, or have the knowledge that he might be working with them.
Working with people? I'm not sure. But I just wanted to make sure if you knew where Foxy was. If he is working with people, then that means he's hiding. And that means I need to find Foxy. She just, like, walks over. You just see her kick him. Did you find anything? No, no one has anything of particular note. I tried to find a little bit more of dirt on these three. Wasn't able to find anything too, scandalous. We're gonna just also, I just realized, let me just raise her up a little bit. Shrink him down a little bit. There we go. Okay. That's unfortunate. She just seems to go down, like, reach down from where he's sitting. She picks him up picks him up by the collar, throws him over her shoulder. Okay, sorry to disturb you. She seems to just be walking out the front door without you saying anything. If you,
So am I still having a concussion? Cause...
Nope. Or is this in character?
No, that was in character.
Okay.
In character.
No, we all saw that too.
Yep, which means I need to go do some renovations. Just leaves.
Yep, he failed that roll.
There they go.
Yeah.
I will say Larry has failed the roll. So they might know some stuff about Larry now.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like he's got anything worth hiding, right?
He does.
Yeah.
Actually.
The quirk
His
especially.
quirk lets him know everything about everyone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As Ori, as you head out to do some renovations, do you go back to like where the hole in the wall was, or do you go back to Olive's room?
No, I'm removing that hole from Oliver's room and replacing it somewhere else. Essentially making a new pathway. That's been compromised.
As you go into Olive's room, she's actually sitting at her desk.
Yeah.
She looks over at
sees
you.
that.
Oh, hey, Mal.
Yeah. Just sits on lap. I live here now.
You go up and you see that she's fiddling around on her phone, and you see on her phone she has a picture of her with that pro hero.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I'm too tired for this right now.
Oh, you don't even. I thought you were like meowing at that.
No, it's more like, yeah. Just goes to sleep. I live here now. You live here.
That's fair.
The renovation can come later.
What were they doing, though? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
As Bob, you and Gertrude get up, possibly for the day.
Yep.
You don't fully
Bob
know
is...
what was going on.
Yep, Bob is confused, but he's gonna ask the one person who does know, probably. William.
That's very fair. As you go to head out, Gertrude, do you go to follow?
As best as I can.
Okay, you're able to make it. Like you like I said, your leg is pretty much healed. It wasn't like you broke anything. You just twisted it. Like your body is able to deal with stuff like injuries like that, no problem. You're able to like mitigate like your walking to keep up with him.
I would assume your mutation-based quirk does give you a bit of increased healing.
Yeah, at least in terms of like muscles and stuff, like muscle spasms or muscle related injuries and such. Yeah, like your healing is a little bit more accelerated than others. As you will go and approach towards William's office, who is kind of like occupying Foxtails for the time being. I think that's where we're gonna call it.
Okay.
What is the relation of why were they even here? You didn't even question it. They just left and you didn't say anything. So you're gonna have to find out in another time of like this pair duo. Who are they? Who's to say?
What? What could we even say? They are pro-heroes, they're doing an investigation, we are under suspicion. Or something.
I mean, you could have easily asked anything about it, but you didn't. But
The less we ask, the less they will ask.
Look,
next time,
I'm coming off of a concussion. I have an excuse.
That's fair. You always have concussions, though, in these games, it seems.
Yeah,
It's not
honestly,
uncommon.
you're right.
I'm just
It's
realizing
like every
it.
game you've had a concussion.
Yeah, so far, stream game-wise, you're the first one to get a concussion each time, it seems. I wonder if the next Pokemon one you'll be doing the same thing.
Don't worry, somebody's gonna be concussing them.
But as you both will be heading to William to maybe get some information, and as Mel will be doing some work later on moving around that tunnel, I think this is where we're going to be calling session for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for session.
Thank you for Sesh.
Thank you
You're
for session.
welcome. Thank y'all for playing. Sorry for the and to the audience who's been watching via the Twitch stuff. Sorry for all the disconnects like usual. I'll try and do something about it, but there's not really much I can do. At least for the recording wise, this one is not broken up like the previous one, so there's that silver lining. I'll try and get that up at a normal time. But yeah, that'll be it from that. Now, before we end off, I'm gonna ask for the sacrifice cards. Have you guys thought on it at all?
I totally thought
yeah.
on mine.
Yeah, the sacrifice that you totally thought on yours.
Yes.
I'll ask to Ronin first, since you had an idea. Do you still want to go with that the mastery going down to a -10?
Yep.
Okay. Mastery will be set to a -10. So, as a trade-off, since you're going a -6, I am gonna say you will gain a +3 to your speed and a +3 to your charm.
Oh.
Or actually, you know what? Because it's supposed to be greater, You get a +4 to your speed, +4 to your charm. Actually, no, I don't know if I'll give a +4 to your speed from that. You know what? Wait a minute, no. You know what? Because of who you are, +4 to your power. That's the better trade-off.
That's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just 4 to power?
It's going to be a +4, so your power is now going to be at 8, and your charm is going to be at 4 after this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you're getting 4 free.
I got the sexy
stat points.
Squidward treatment.
Yeah, you did. All it took was all of your control.
No, that's stability.
Yeah. Meanwhile, what are you thinking?
I have a few ideas. One is a bit of a fucked up idea.
Oh, what's up?
Yes. Give it my auto success.
What do you mean auto success?
I have a faith card here. It's going unused.
Nope.
Over here. Zone
Nope.
lights.
Nope, not that.
No, I can't. Can't give that. Okay.
Sacrifice specifically states that you give away an ability, a stat point, item, or affinity.
Right. Okay. So
You
those
can
specifically.
lose out an affinity if you want. So you can trade out affinity from a group of your choosing. I'll say that you. I'll be updating your affinity checker because you guys have at this point you've rested at a good time. But
we've
so
also-
right now your affinity I guess won't be an option. But
I've grown a bit more friendly with other parties as well.
yeah.
Okay.
However, stat points you could give away. You don't have any items, but ability.
I could make an item.
No, you can't. You gave that away to get stat. You gave that ability away to get sacrifice.
No. Just
Well, I mean, at that point, then I would just
Okay.
take away your what was it? I would take away your which one would
that
be?
was this one.
Yeah, I'd take away your basic ability.
Yes. My core ability.
Yeah,
No, not gonna do that. You can take this though.
Shadowmaker. Okay, let's see. Spending 1 Kendo point, summon a Shadow Fog that blinds those that don't have items you've created with. Yeah, we could easily take that away, and we'll give you something different.
Okay.
So yeah, this will be taken. Then I'm gonna just say for this, lose Shadow Veil, or Shadow Maker, or is it Shadow Veil? Shadow Veil.
Shadow's Veil.
Yeah, Shadow's Veil. You lose Shadow's Veil, and you'll get a ability in return, and I will determine what that is later.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that'll be the two of you at this point. And yeah, I will do an update to your sheets later. I'm
Do
gonna
we
have
level
to
up? I'm joking.
You'll level up in the off stream because we'll have a week break.
Okay.
So I will actually I'll figure out what you're getting from your level up. Because that's something I
Yeah,
still
that
need
makes sense.
to figure out. Because I wasn't thinking about it, but you know what? Yeah, we're out of stage 1 of the prologue.
Larry did also say we were gonna get close to level up soon, so I don't know.
I mean, you're right. You're right. You're not
Right.
wrong. So we'll figure out what that gives you later. I'll figure that out. Just need to
Okay.
take some time to figure it out properly. Teehee. I honestly needed to sit down to figure out what you guys get up to level 3, because that's what I said we would, like, at the very least get to with this campaign. Because this is supposed to be like somewhat short, so it'll go by like you probably get up to like maybe at this point maybe level 4 probably, and then we'll just like figure out from there. We'll see how it goes though. But yeah,
Think on it.
yeah, I'm gonna take some time to think on it. You guys have, like I said, we're gonna be missing out on session for next week. Schedules just don't align as well. But hecking, what should I call it? Yeah, that's gonna be it for the YouTube side of things. So I'm gonna end the recording off here.